there, Kira here with another scrapbook layout process video, this time for the 7 Scrappy Ladies August challenge. So the challenge for this month was to use 2 forms of mixed media. And I tried, guys. I really did. But mixed media is just so not my thing. I actually did 4 attempts to do something more mixed media than what I ended up doing. I did like a stamped background with like the smushing technique, and yeah, I tried. I really did. It just wasn't going to happen for me. So I'm going to leave the mixed media to the professionals like Mary and the rest of the ladies. If you haven't joined us for this challenge before, there are 7 of us from different YouTube channels. I will link everybody below so you can see everything that they created for this challenge. And I promise that their layouts would be much more mixed media than my challenge ends up being. So after my 4 failed attempts, I decided to just give up and do a layout that is more my style. So I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo of my son Jonathan, and this was on the morning of his 3rd birthday, which was on the 3rd of August, and he really wanted a blue Batman cake for his birthday. And so yeah, I just basically went totally Batman themed with his birthday, and he got a blue Batman cake, and he got the Lego Batman movie, and he got a Batman shirt for his birthday. So I decided for this layout, because he's wearing his Batman jammies while he's opening his birthday presents, I decided that I would do a Batman themed layout. So all I did to create this Batman layout is I went on Google, I searched a Batman symbol, and found one that I liked, and I just turned it into a PNG file and put it on my Cricut. And I got this idea from Kim Jeffress. I'm probably butchering that last name, but I'll link her Instagram below. She is on the design team for Heidi Swap and Felicity Jane, and I think maybe a few others. But for Heidi Swap, they had like the new storyline collection, and Kim did a layout where she did like a cutout of Donald Duck and then backed the cut file with the storyline cards. And I just really liked that idea, and I thought it was really cute. So I decided to do something similar, and I did the Batman symbol on black cardstock, and then I went ahead and backed my Batman symbol with some yellow Project Life cards. So all I'm doing now, I rearranged all of them how I liked them, and now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere the paper down on those Project Life cards. And then after I get everything adhered down to where I like it, I'm going ahead and stitch around the Batman symbol in some yellow thread. And I just think this turned out so super cute. I love the kind of like blockiness of the Project Life cards. It's just a fun layout. And I think I really like doing like these like themed layouts without it being too themed. And that's what I really liked about Kim's layout too, is that it was a Disney layout, but it wasn't like she was using, Mickey Mouse stickers and like themed products. She just did a cut file and layered it with some of the storyline cards, and it just turned out really cute. So I really liked that idea, and I really liked how mine came out too. So there's everything completely adhered down, and then I will go ahead and poke my holes so I can stitch around it. I did layer up the back of this with like a ridiculous amount of paper because I had like put the adhesive too far over and whatever. So it ended up being like, I don't know, like 4 pages thick that I had to poke through. So I ended up having to poke really deep into my paper. So I was able to get my needle through the paper when I went to stitch. So I'll poke all those holes, I'll stitch all around it, and the stitching actually didn't take too long on this one. I think I only spent maybe 20 minutes stitching it completely around the Batman symbol. And voila, I'm done. So there's the finished product, and I'm going to go ahead and put my photo on. This is just one of the Project Life cards, this like yellow grid Project Life card. It's one of the ones that I used to back the Batman symbol, so I just wanted to bring some of that down to the bottom of the page. So I just layered my photo up with that. I pulled out a bunch of stuff that I thought might work for this. So I have these thickers, these black thickers here, and when I bought them, I wasn't completely sold on them, to be honest with you. And I was just kind of like, I don't know if I'm ever going to use these, but I think these might have been from my American Crafts Warehouse haul. If not, they're from Tuesday Morning. It's not like I would pay full price for these, but they were cheap, so that's why I bought them. But I wasn't thrilled about the font. I just didn't think the font was that great. And then when I was doing this layout, I knew I wanted black thickers, and I have probably about 4 different fonts with black thickers. And so when I was looking through them, I was like, I'm going to see if this font looks good for this layout, because I'm never going to use it for any other layout. And I actually really like the way it turned out. I think this font was probably perfect for the whole Batman theme that I was going for. So I'm going to use that font for the Batman. I'm going to use the Pink Fresh Studio, like Scrappy font for birthday. So that's going to be my title, is Batman Birthday. And like I said, I just pulled out a bunch of stuff that I thought might work for this layout. So I just went through my yellow and my black ephemera, and just kind of fiddling around with stuff to see what would work. I also pulled out those Cool Kid silver, those are like resin stars. They have little phrases on them and stuff. And I am going to use a few of those around the layout. I also have, if you can see down on the bottom of the screen, that little asterisk. It's a little, what is the word I'm looking for? Acrylic. It's an acrylic asterisk, and I have a bunch of them. I got them from Color Cast Designs. I did my first order I've ever ordered from them not too long ago, and I got some asterisks and I got some hearts, and then I got one of their grab bags too. So I'm going to use some of those little asterisks all around the page. But most of the stuff is just kind of stuff from my stash. I do use a few pieces from the Cool Kid collection, and yeah, black and yellow was just kind of an easy color scheme to go for here. So I'm just going to build a couple kind of clusters around the page. I did, behind that little chipboard frame down at the bottom, I layered a Project Life card under that. So it's got like journaling lines, and I could have done some journaling on there if I wanted to, but I am not a big journaler on my layouts because I really don't like how my handwriting turns out, and I always feel like I'm gonna mess it up. So I will end up putting the date on there, but I just didn't in this layout, or in this video, I guess. That top cluster, it's got a couple little pieces of ephemera. There's a little sticker that says hooray, and that little 3 is just from a cut apart sheet, and because it's his 3rd birthday. There's like a little chipboard circle, and then I am going to use one of those resin stars and then a couple of those little asterisks. And I just decided to use the resin stars in 3 places on my layout. I think that turned out really cute. I'm just kind of going through everything else and seeing what else will work here. I decided I didn't want that Be Brave. I didn't want it to be black on black because it just didn't stand out enough. So I pulled out another one of my Project Life cards and one of the yellow ones. And I'm just going to layer this yellow behind that black, so then it just pops up from the black of the background paper. I think that turned out much, much better. And then down in the bottom cluster, I have a little yellow acetate 3. And that was from like a Project Life pack, like one of the value packs. And I just thought it was perfect because it was yellow and it was a 3. And he turned 3. So now I'm just going to start adhering everything down. My ATG tape ran out in the middle of this project, and I don't know about you guys, but that's one of my biggest pet peeves when I'm doing a scrapbook layout, especially if I'm filming. If I'm filming and then my ATG tape runs out, it is like the most frustrating thing in the world. And it's my biggest pet peeve, and I absolutely hate when it happens. So it runs out right here, and then I end up just getting rid of the ATG tape and just using my liquid glue for the rest of the layout because I just couldn't deal with it. I didn't want to have to stop and reload my ATG tape, even though I have tape. I just get too much in the groove of putting my layout together that I don't want to stop and put some tape in my tape runner. So, yeah, I'm just adhering everything down. And now you're probably wondering, wait, I thought this was a mixed media challenge. And you would be right that it was a mixed media challenge. And there's not a single drop of mixed media on this layout yet. So after my 4 failed attempts, I decided to just give up and realize that mixed media is not my thing. And that's okay. Mixed media doesn't have to be your thing. You don't have to be mixed media. You can be other things. And my thing is hand stitching, and I think I'm really good at hand stitching, even though I suck at mixed media. So I did splatters, and that's my mixed media. And because the challenge was to use 2 forms of mixed media, I did splatters with 2 different mediums. So I did gesso that was watered down for these white splatters. And then I'm going to take my yellow Heidi Swap Color Shine and do yellow splatters. And voila, 2 forms of mixed media. Done. Challenge completed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you soon with another video. Next month we'll have another 7 Scrappy Ladies challenge, and make sure that you check out everybody else that is involved in this challenge, and I will link everybody down below. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.